And people of the intervals, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing day and welcome back to the videos. But today we are talking about the R33, how it went, what went wrong, and what we're going to do next time to try to get better at drifting. If you guys haven't watched the past two videos, this video probably won't make too much sense. But we went out to Matsuri a couple of days ago, and my god, was that a learning experience.
Oh my god! Something's broken with it. Oh, really?
So I've seemed to have done myself a little bit of a mischief.
Yay! I got one! Woohoo! I can't leave me hanging!
May as well start turning this thing into like a rallycross build because we spent more time off-road than on the track. It was a very interesting weekend, but mechanically the car held up amazingly, apart from one little thing. Unfortunately guys, yes, we did lose our almighty faithful Max Peating Rods RB25 replacement turbo. This thing has been good to me for the past 7 or 8 months. We've been pushing about 16 PSI through it, and it's been a great little turbo. Just before we went to Matsuri, we had a few little issues in regards to the turbo, and we did a mountain run probably about 3 days before we actually went to Matsuri, and that's when I started to really notice the signs that this thing was going down. We didn't have any time to change out the turbo whatsoever. We sent it to Matsuri. 5 days in, this happened. So yeah, the turbo's gone. And I don't know if you guys will be able to see, I had a couple of clips in the Matsuri video, but we ended up pretty much destroying all the oil seals in this thing. Shaft play is not non-existent. But yeah, unfortunately, this thing is not playing the game. So 5 laps in, things weren't looking so great. Unfortunately, we destroyed the turbo. It was usable, but I didn't want to risk the engine or anything crazy if I did happen to completely explode that turbo. Because we only did the oil seals. Yeah, it was just dumping oil into the exhaust and it just wasn't fun. So I was ready to call it there after 5 laps. As I said, with Matsuri, I was there to go down and have a good time and hang out with some friends. And it was going to be a little bit unfortunate I couldn't drive for the rest of the weekend. But I came back into the pits and Tom was all over it. He had found 2 turbos in the area. One was 150 and an hour away, and the other one was $100, pretty much brand new, and he was able to bring it to Matsuri. So we ended up grabbing the one that was $100, barely used, and that is now in the car. Tom spent the most part of Saturday morning and lunchtime basically replacing the turbo in the RB and rebuilding this turbo with my ported rear housing. So the first time he had ever rebuilt a turbo or like pulled a turbo apart and redid everything. So yeah, that is what is sitting in there currently. My original exhaust housing and a brand new front housing, the same actuator, and everything else as well. Yeah, massive thank you to Tom from TJD. Please, please, for the love of God, go give him some love in the description down below. Once that thing went back on, things went swimmingly for the rest of the time. Like, our driveline held up with everything. We were having a few little clutch issues on the Saturday afternoon. However, we just gave it a bit of a rest overnight and it seemed to clear itself up, which is good. I have noticed over the last couple of weeks, possibly months, that the clutch is starting to go in it, unfortunately. Just little things from like, you know, putting the clutch in all the way and it will just grind into first or second, or, you know, just little things. Like, it only happens once in a blue moon that it happens, but you really notice it when it does, so yeah. However, I'm thinking that very, very soon we're going to be changing up the setup on this car. Oh, and before I forget, we're going to do a little bit of a merch plug. We have tons of stuff on the www.ZacBaldy.com website at the moment. However, I'm also going to throw a little competition into the mix as well. Do you guys want to win the Max Peating Rods front housing? I can sign it, I can not sign it. You can even use it on your build if you really want to make a little sick smoke machine. I don't really care. I'm going to be giving away this turbo front housing to a random order that orders within the next 3 days on the www.ZacBaldy website. You can get a sticker, you can get a shirt, you can get anything off the website. As long as you place an order, you're entered in the competition to win at the turbo front housing. I can do absolutely anything with it if you want. Can paint it up the same color as the RX-7. I can do anything. So yeah. So whatever you want with this turbo front housing, I will do it for you. Max Peating Rods blown at turbo. This is actually pretty sentimental to me. The first ever turbo that I've blown up. And I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, if you guys want to win this, chuck an order on the website before Sunday night and get a chance to get the turbo. Hell yeah. Alrighty, so what does this mean for the 33? Unfortunately, these turbos right here, as much as I do love them and they did serve a purpose over the last couple of months, I have come to understand just how interesting these turbos are to live with. Although I would love to just keep chucking $200 turbos on my car, I can't justify it if I have to keep doing it month after month after month. This car was going to be a car that I've always wanted to learn on, and so with the first portion of the build, I did everything as cheaply as possible. And believe it or not, the cheap things that are on the 33 are the things that have gone first. The cheap turbo blew up, the cheap catch cam was creating other engine issues that we didn't want, and just a whole big bunch of other things that we've cheaped out on the car. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not mad about that because there's only one way to learn, and that is by doing. I'm very adamant about that, and I'm very, very happy about that. But yeah, there's only one way to learn, and that is by doing. And so I'm so glad that I have learnt now about cheaper turbochargers. I'm really happy I got to use one. I'm really happy I blew it up. Will I be running another one again? I currently am, but we're thinking about changing up the build. So after having a chat to Tom about the build, about the R33, and also having a look at some of the footage, as well as having a chat to some of my mates, Sam and Gene Rhodes and all those other guys that are professional drifters. I've been having a chat to all of them, and Luke Fink and Macca and all those people that I know drive to a standard that I want to drive in the future. All those guys I look up to in the way that they handle their cars, whether it's Macca with his MX-5 around a track, whether it's Gene with his S15 over in like all those older videos in New Zealand, Luke Fink smashing around that AU Falcon, and Sam just absolutely living the dream over in Japan, flowing through these incredible tracks over in Japan with his S15. I want to drive like all of them. And so after having a chat to them, basically the thing was about Matsuri is that I need to go in faster. I need to just get more seat time, and I need to do all that. I just need to get in the car more often, get out to more events, and that is what I'm going to be doing. So if that means I'm going to have to be replacing the turbocharger for something a little bit different, then that's going to have to happen. Also out at the track, I don't know if you guys saw, we were really struggling with lock. I actually learned to drift over in Japan. I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, because I actually went over there on my trip when I had about 12,000 subscribers roughly. Went on my Japan trip and I actually learned how to drift in Sam's car over in Japan. And yeah, it had a lock kit, had a whole bunch of other things, and I loved that car. It was really well set up, so I really want to have someone else drive this car out on track and see what it can do. However, I also want to get a lock kit for the R33. So I think that's going to come second after giving it a little bit more power. One thing I really struggled with, especially at QR, was the third gear entries. So although I would love to have entered in second, there's no way I actually could have physically entered in second because I would have been going too slow to make it around the entire corner. I can do Archie in second fine, but literally you could fit the entirety of Archie in just the first corner of the dipper alone. Like it is pretty compact, that little track. So second gear at Archie all day, every day. The R33 absolutely loved it. But second gear in the dipper just won't go. So I was really trying to clutch kick it and do everything I could to get the wheels to spin. And I was struggling a little bit with that power. When I got it to actually finally clutch kick, because of the lock, it would just throw me around anyway. Whether that's just... Now I know I can combat that with obviously getting a little bit more technique behind me and practicing and stuff like that. I would love to basically build what Sam has over in Japan in that 33 that I drove. I feel like it's an absolutely amazing beginner platform, and I'm really stoked about that. Plus, with the added advantage of going with a better turbo, I feel like I can get more seat time anyway. So yes, unfortunately that means saying goodbye to my little cheap turbos and going with something that's a little bit different. I've been having a chat to another brand that Tom has recommended me that I've seen come up over the past couple of years and actually be kind of really impressive. I love the sound of them, I love the efficiency that they have, and I'm really interested to try one out, and that is Pulsar turbos. So I've messaged Pulsar on Facebook and I am having a chat to them as we speak in regards to getting a new turbo on the R33. Now it's either going to be a 3071 or a 3076 Gen 2, and that paired with a new dump, Highman Manifold and external gate should see us somewhere over 400 horsepower, which is what Sam had over in Japan when I learned how to drift. And then also we're going to be getting a lock kit for the R33. I don't know how long this is going to take to get all this stuff, of course, because now I'm working full time and I'm trying to save up for my move over to NZ. But I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're going to be doing it. I don't know if you guys knew, but you know, Matsuri was supposed to be an event where I went out and I really wanted to see whether I even liked drifting as a sport. And coming out of Matsuri, I am so fond of this sport. I just love it. I just wish I could do it already. I need a whole lot of seat time, and I really want to make that R33 nice. The R33 has really grown on me, and that's another thing that I really was a little bit iffy about as well, is the fact that now I do love that car so much. I was a little bit scared to send it, which is why I'm also on the hunt at the moment for another car that I can leave at Archerfield so I can drive the Skyline down to there and I can drift it around Archerfield as well. So that leads me to put another question to you guys. Who has an extremely cheap AU Falcon? No, in all seriousness, guys. I really want to get the Skyline down there. If you guys do happen to have a really cheap AU Falcon somewhere, please let me know. Even like an E series or an A series or a B series or an F series, whatever you want that is cheap, please let me know because I'm really interested. But yeah, we're going to be changing the setup on the R33. So that is going to be one of my next goals. Plus, we also have the RX-7 to work on. We have that V-mount kit still on order, it's still in Japan, and Jesse Streeter hasn't got it just yet, as well as my wheels. So we have like thousands and thousands of dollars spent on the RX-7 that you guys haven't even seen yet, and I really want to get it here ASAP because I really just want to rip that thing up a mountain without blowing the 13B. So, oh man, there's so much to do. So yes, we got a whole heap of stuff coming for the RX-7. We got a whole bunch of stuff that I want to order for the R33. So I would really appreciate it if you guys went on and checked out some merch because I can't afford it without it. So thanks. So apart from the turbo on the weekend, we had a few other little casualties. We ended up tearing off the R33 sort of GTR side skirt thing. I don't even know whether this is legit or not. I wouldn't have a clue. Blitz, made in Australia. That's not legit then. So yeah, we ended up ripping that thing off. I have no idea when it actually happened, but it must have been when we went off track somewhere. Plus, unfortunately, we did end up destroying one of the RX-7 tyres. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there you go. It's this one here, it's very flat. We ended up pretty much tearing off all around the side here. We were driving on the rim for a fair bit. It's a little bit unfortunate, but these things happen. So hopefully the tyre is savable. We do have a, yeah, there it is right there, a very nice little hole. I'm not quite sure exactly what caused it, but I think that I must have run over something when I went off track, and then it deflated, and then the next time I went out on track, it ended up debeating. One of the biggest things that I did when I was going back through the footage, and I did recall that someone in the Barra Lexus that was beside me was actually like giving me a shuckers or like a thumbs up or something, but now I actually, looking back at the footage, actually think that he was trying to warn me about the fact that my tire was flat. So I actually ended up sending turn 2, the dipper, and then that is when it finally let go. So I'm very, very thankful that I didn't have it DB when I was going about 80 k's an hour around turn 2. So that was very lucky. So hopefully this tyre is all repairable so we can chuck it back in the RX-7 because we're going to be going to a car meet on the weekend. The Griffin Cars and Coffee is on the weekend, so we're going to be going there too. Alright, so we're going to go upstairs right now and have a look and compare some of the prices of stuff that we can be getting for the R33. However, once again, if you guys do want to win the front housing of the R33's old blown max speeding rods turbo, I can do whatever you want to it for you. So yeah, 100% get your orders in, get an entry to win the turbo. Hell yeah. On Sunday night, I'll jump in a live stream and I will collate all the orders together, all the numbers together, and I will pick a winner on a live stream, probably at 6 PM on Sunday night. So if you guys want to all come out to that. RX-7 also needs a battery tie down. I'm thinking it's probably going to be easier literally just to go and get a battery stay, drill through the bottom of the box and drill through the actual boot of the car, so that way we can actually create a battery stay for that. I think that's probably going to be the safest option, but we'll see how we go. I'm still researching a couple of ways that we can do it, but yeah, I'll let you guys know. And plus, now that I'm tinting, I kind of want to put some darker tint on the RX-7. I kind of want to go like an 18% over the privacy glass, which is going to make it so dark. And then I'm thinking 5% on the sides. You won't even be able to see in this thing. Also guys, All Aussie Day. More Falcon content coming up in the very near future. We're going to be taking Max's ute down to All Aussie Day. I don't even know whether I'll get a ride in this, but I'll get a ride in some Falcon of some description for you guys. Probably with Alex or someone, who knows. But it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to be heading down to All Aussie Day. I'll see you guys there too. Alright, so I just finished doing a whole bunch of stuff on the computer, just looking up some prices and stuff like that of exactly what we want to go with the new setup. Now, please let me know if there's anything else you guys would like to change. Considering I don't know too much about this sort of stuff, I always took my inspiration from people that know more than me, and I would take on board what they said to me and the parts that I should get. So if you guys want to leave a comment in the comment section down below in regards to anything you guys could find better around about the same price, then please let me know, because I'm really interested in looking at it. So starting off with the turbo, we are looking at the GTX 3076 R Gen 2 from Pulsar. So this is a really nice, well, really nicely priced turbo. Has a V-band rear. Also comes with sort of all the fittings and all the V-band clamps and everything else that I could possibly ever need. Has a T3, T4 or 2-inch V-band, so we can sort of work around exactly what we want to do with the Highman Manifold and everything else as well. I felt it's going to be a really nice option. And then also we have the option to T51R mod it, but obviously T51R mod is a little bit more expensive, and I really want to do it on the RX-7. I feel like the RX-7 deserves a T51R, so we'll work something out eventually. As in terms of gates, I've been having a look around a little bit in terms of gates. So 45mm seems to be the way to go for a lot of people. Animal Z as well as Clutch Kick Junkies, both those guys have amazing sounding cars, and both of them run with a Turbo Smart 45mm hyper gate. So I think this is going to be the way to go. It's about $500, and yeah, seems pretty cool. In regards to the Highman Manifold, and this is where stuff is going to get quite expensive, the Highman Manifold I'm looking at is the 6-boost. Now the 6-boost, yes, it is very expensive, however, it is one of the best ones on the market. Plus, it also comes with a lifetime warranty, so if I ever crack this or do anything with it, it is going to be fixed for me free of charge. So that is absolutely amazing. As you guys can see, the 50mm wastegate will support 45, 50 and 60mm wastegates. That's no worries at all. Also, you can choose the different type of ports at the very top there, so you can sort all that out. And yeah, seems to be pretty cool. So that's what a lot of people run. The other thing I was also looking at is a set of oil pump gears for it. So along with the new power, I don't want to have to worry about, when I'm drifting this car, worry about the oil pump. Oil pump's going to set me back around about $500 also. Should be fairly simple to do. I should be able to leave the engine in the car to actually do it. I'm pretty sure we should be fine with taking the oil pump out of the car whilst the engine is still in the car. It's going to be a little bit of messing around, but if we're going to be doing a turbo anyway, we may as well. In terms of the dump pipe and the intake and everything else as well, Darren, my tuner from Tube Performance, he's actually a fabricator, and so he's going to be doing the dump pipe as well as the intake and anything else that needs to be fabricated, like the screamer pipe or anything crazy. So I have a feeling I really want to make the R33 quieter exhaust-wise. It has a really horrid drone and I really don't like it. Like, it sounds pretty cool. It's very quiet on track. However, I think the external wastegate is definitely going to try and pick things up. It's going to be nice and quiet cruising around town, and then when I want to get on gate, it's going to be extremely loud. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So yeah, that's going to be the way we're going to be going with the build. I'm really stoked for it. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about doing all this sort of stuff. As I said, it's probably going to be a couple of months time before we can get all the stuff ready to go, but it'll give us enough time to sort out exactly what we want to do, and we'll go from there. And also I can have a chat to brands and see what they want to do. So if anyone that I just showed there wants to collab, feel free to let me know. Hit me up, ZacBaldy@outlook.com. I'm very excited. And if this Pulsar Turbo works out well, who knows? The RX-7 might be getting a cheeky little surprise. Alrighty guys, so it is the next day and we're going to quickly jump down to Bridgestone Tire and Auto so we can go and patch up the RX-7 wheels that unfortunately we ended up destroying. So we're going to quickly chuck this in the car, we'll head down there and then I'll see you guys in a second. I did unfortunately hear some stuff rattling around inside the tire, but hopefully it should be all good. When they do the puncture repair, I'm going to see if they can quickly take the tire off and get all the gunk out of it and then put it back on. So yeah, we'll do all that for them. So fingers crossed. So yeah, fingers crossed, tires all good. Beautiful day for a little boost. I love it. I wanted to quickly add this into today's video. We quickly jumped out to the PO box once again. PO Box 233 Kalanga 4503 QLD. I've asked you guys to send me some stickers that we can put on the box. Do you have to right now? Now he's bloody... What's your issue? Oh, get over it. Oh, get over it. What is his issue?
Douglas? Tap.
Do you want it? Do you want it? Go! Oh, he's... Alright, so the camera's set up. Okay, we have 3 things to do. Let's get out of the freaking way, my guy. Oh, we have 3 parcels. Ready?
I'm excited. This
Ready?
is always fun.
Ready? Ready, go.
I like delivery day.
So first of all, we have one here, once again, from Jordan's Car Review. So massive thank you, Mr. Jordan. What are you doing? Go.
This feels like a book.
You reckon so?
Yeah, it's a book.
Rightio.
Actually, or maybe it's like posters or something. Like calendar.
Okay, have fun with your parcel, Douglas. This is an Australian Mazda dealer guide. I'm guessing he's trying to tell me something in regards to my Mazda being unreliable. But, yeah. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. Once again, I will not read this letter out loud because it is very, very long. But thank you very much, Jordan. I appreciate all the kind words. And I know you miss the Falcon, so do I. Actually, we don't.
You don't.
No. Right, yeah, this one here is from Tony. Now, Tony has sent me out a letter, which is very, very cool. So this is going to be very interesting. Oh, we got some stickers for the toolbox. Oh, yeah.
That's so cool.
That's sick. Since, wait, this guy literally printed stickers of my car. That is freaking cool.
Oh, that's so cool.
So maybe this right here, which is ZV's FD. I like that very, very much. Plus, we also have this one here, which is made in Japan with like a little, I don't know, little Monster Domo sort of thing. Very nice. Yo, that's so cool. I love it. It's so pretty. Oh, that's wicked, man. Thank you so much. I like that one too.
So cool. Can you put that on your car?
Oh my god. Can I put that on my car?
Actually, no, we're not.
Just in case we forget what it is, we can have it on the side, you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this one here as well. Dude, that is freaking sick. I love him.
I like that.
Tony, thank you so much. Douglas is currently eating your letter.
I'm excited for this
Is there
big
anything
one.
else in there, Douglas? No. Douglas. There you go,
I'm
mister.
excited for this big one. Like, what is in here?
Don't stand on my stickers, you idiot. Go. Oh, Sarah's already into Jordan's second package.
Oh, I just love getting stuff.
You just love getting stuff. All right. You can react to these now. No, let's go. Right there.
There is like multiple compartments. Okay.
Oh my. All right.
That's number one.
This is number one.
There's like multiple things going on here. Dash out.
Is there actually?
We'll go around.
Alright, what have we got here? McLaren Honda. I'm guessing McLaren is a suburb where they have wait, what? McLaren Honda. Piss off! Look, yummy paper. I'm guessing that's a suburb, but I'm not quite sure. But thank you very much for that. Oh my, that is an actual B series Hot Wheels. It looks like it needs a resto. But we can fix that. Beyonce model cars. Oh my god, there's two of them. There's XR8s. They're sick. So we got two XR8 Hot Wheels. That is mint. We're probably gonna have to do a little bit of a resto on them, but can put some tires on them. That'd be sweet. Douglas, can you stop eating Jordan's presents? Thank you.
Oh, that's a bit cute. Friday free fatalities. I mean, fatality free Friday.
What is it?
Slinky.
Oh my god.
I'm going crazy for it.
What is it? What is it, Douglas? Oh my god, it looks like the one off the Toy Story thing.
It probably is meant to.
What's your issue? What's your issue?
The other one. That is so cool. I love it.
What is this? What is your issue?
It's a Dashian.
Douglas,
Oh, it's going
that's
crazy.
you.
Okay.
Take good care of it. Alright, what else we got in there?
Okay, I think this is the last thing.
We got some Holden brochures or
Give it to my
magazines
dad,
or
actually.
something like that. Actually, he would love it.
Is
What do you
the right car in there?
No, these are all new ones.
Look at this.
Stuff that I will never be able to afford because they're all so expensive at the moment. But thank you so much, Jordan. I appreciate it, my guy, once again, for sending all this stuff. Douglas, what is your issue?
Like he's obsessed
Go.
with that thing. Good boy.
Is he okay?
He's a bit excited about it, hey?
What is your issue? How do you know that that's you? Okay, let's get all this off the ground before Douglas decides to destroy everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, Douglas. Woo!
He's obsessed with it. Cool stickers.
So thank you so much, guys. I'm guessing some of the stickers are probably still in the mail. I still had a whole bunch of stuff that was supposedly coming and hasn't come yet, so we'll chuck it all up once that all comes. But thank you so much, everyone, for sending them through. I really do appreciate it. That is going to pretty much close out today's video. Massive thank you to everyone that is here. No, anyway, guys, thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Dougie, do you want to close out my video? Do you want to lick my lens? You're pretty good at it. Douglas. Douglas. Yeah.
Closing shot.